The leak is massive, described as the largest in the history of the United States military. 92,000 documents giving a detailed picture of the war in Afghanistan. Some of the information sent to the internet site Wikileaks is embarrassing for the U.S. and its allies. Among the revelations that hundreds of civilians have been killed by coalition forces. A covert unit has been tracking Taliban leaders for kill or capture, and that Pakistan's intelligence agency has been covertly supporting the Taliban. Emily Buchanan has this report.
This is a messy picture of war without the public relations gloss. Previously, hidden details of the tactics and failures of the Afghan campaign have been revealed for the first time. The whistleblowing website Wikileaks obtained 90,000 classified documents. Amongst the revelations, details of thousands of civilian casualties, which have gone unreported. In one incident, Polish troops mortared a village wedding party. French troops attacked a bus containing children. 8 were wounded. In another incident, a US patrol fired on a bus, killing 15. The documents show the impact of roadside bombs has also been underreported, with the Taliban killing more than 2,000 civilians. But the most significant military revelation is that the Taliban have access to portable surface-to-air missiles, a fact denied until now. And worryingly for both Islamabad and Washington, the documents reveal what many have suspected, that Pakistan's intelligence services, the ISI, have been secretly helping the Taliban while accepting US aid. Washington has condemned the leaks, saying they could threaten national security. They come at a bad time, with mounting worries of more casualties over the summer and growing public disillusionment with the whole campaign. Emily Buchanan, BBC News.
This is BBC World News. The headlines. Washington condemns the leaking of more than 90,000 secret U.S. military records about the conflict in Afghanistan. Let's stay with that story, the leak of details about the war in Afghanistan. To discuss who Wikileaks are, our technology reporter, Jonathan Fouts, joins us in the studio. Good to see you, Jonathan. Who are Wikileaks?
Well, I mean, since they appeared on the scene in 2006, they've really sort of divided opinion. That for some, they're the future of investigative journalism. For others, they're a dangerous website, very secretive, and nobody really knows who owns them and who runs them. At their core, they're a website that allows anybody to publish sensitive material anonymously. And I think that's the key. It allows people to do it anonymously. They protect their sources, and, you know, over time they've published around about 1 million secret documents. But
this is not the first time they've been mired in controversy, by any means.
Absolutely not. I mean, they've published hundreds of thousands of messages that were sent during the 9/11 attacks. They've published the operating procedures for Guantanamo Bay, and earlier this year they also published a very controversial video that showed an attack in 2007 in Baghdad of a US Apache helicopter firing on people, led to the death of around 12 people, including 2 Reuters staff.
But can everything you see on the internet be trusted? Well, obviously the question for that, the answer to that is no. But what about WikiLeaks? How accurate is it as a source of information?
Well, what WikiLeaks say is that they do principled leaking. So they will take a lot of material in, but they won't publish everything. So they have a series of journalists, fact checkers and specialists who will go through all of that material, decide what is accurate, what is correct, and what they should publish, and leak that out. And increasingly, like we saw today, they are partnering with other media organisations, The Guardian, New York Times and Der Spiegel, you know, and also including them in that fact-checking process before all of the material is published online.
And coming to this specific case, have they responded in any way to the queries, to the issues that have been raised as a result?
Well, I think we're actually expecting a response later on today. They've published all of the material, all of the source material online, and they will be then, I think, backing that up with a series of interviews later today.
Jonathan Fouts, good to see you. Thank you very much.